Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. I had a busy morning this morning, and oh man, it looks like my screen is actually a little bit wrong here on my settings here. Give me 1 second to switch over monitors on that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, just a very busy morning for me. We've been having a lot of crazy stuff here at Stocked Up. You know, the bot has actually been on fire lately. I mean, 13 of the last 14 plays have exploded. Honestly, 14 of the past 14 have moved up, but, you know, a couple of them only moved up, 4%, a couple went up 9%, stuff like that. But looking at everything overall today, guys, we're going to see a pretty big day in the market. Obviously, we're gonna have the S&P 500 popping up here into market open off that big support at 369. What a big level down there at the bottom. And Sean says pumpkin spice is going off, and he says, good morning, let's go. Hey, nice to see you, Sean. You know, I know it's been a little while, but hey, I'm glad you finally got that stuff over with your job, and hey, on to new horizons, right? So, round of applause to you, Cornish, and looks like Starbucks is definitely popping up today, up 8.9% now. Yesterday, it was looking like pumpkin spice wasn't going to move too much, but there we go. Ended up breaking out. Keisha said GLD went crazy last night. And yes, it did. It actually ran way back to the upside, up 2.12%. Let's go look at the US dollar here. Ooh. US dollar really tanked down this morning. So great news for gold there. That's amazing to see. There we go. I like Xbox's comment. Taking my sweet time. Yeah. Exactly, Xbox. Oh no, just got a late start with posting those pictures and stuff like that. Got DraftKings there, negative 15% on their earnings though, guys. This is, oh man, this is terrible news to see here, down 15% now, and it might just get even worse and worse as the market goes on. But what a bad move for DraftKings, and I really hope this one stabilizes here somewhere around 1250, because they are on a huge support, guys. Like, this support is one of the biggest supports on DraftKings in a long time. Like, we've bounced off of it 4 or 5 times now over the past couple weeks. And when you look at that level on the daily, obviously it's not like the recent all-time low or the lows of this year or anything like that. But, I mean, it's looking like on the chart, like we're going to be going down to those lows, especially given this bad movement that we're seeing right now. So, keep your eyes on DraftKings, guys. Be a little bit careful with it. It is very negative to see that. Oh man. Xbox says, "Whoa, Tom posting pictures. Too much information." Oh, not those types of pictures, Xbox. But wouldn't you like to see them? I know it. Peter says, wow, honestly surprised about DraftKings. It beat everything. Yeah, I know, Peter. It sucks to see. It's just bad movement. I mean, maybe bad guidance. I don't know. I got to read into it a little bit more, but yeah, from what I initially saw, it seemed okay. So I don't know. Definitely not good though. I think the guidance is pretty much why they're going down here though. No? It says monthly unique players missed the mark. Yeah, I mean, weird. They reported higher revenue though. I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, like look at this. The revenue beat, the EPS beat by a lot. I mean, all right. That's how this crazy market goes, right? I mean, we've been seeing some stocks fly up on weird earnings. Some stocks are flying down on good earnings. It's like, this is why earnings suck. Square actually had good earnings. Pretty good, though. Yeah, that is unfortunate with poor DraftKings there. My free day trade today, guys, is actually pretty good. If you guys want to check that out, it's NIO, and NIO has been really exploding the past couple days. It's been really pushing up off of $9.20. We got all the way up above $11 earlier this morning, but there's a huge resistance up here around $11.20. If we can break that, watch that for a day trade to the upside today, because just watch that for a scalp. That's a big resistance there at 1120. These China stocks have been moving quite a bit lately, and if they start to run back up at some point today, and this breaks 1120, I mean, who knows how high it could get. It's up 9% today, which obviously is very, very high. But, like, look at NEO's chart. I mean, it has a long way to go. Even though it's only up 9%, it only recovered up just the slightest of amounts. Like, honestly, it really didn't even recover up at all. So it needs to move up a little bit more. Maybe I would say to like 12. That's a pretty big resistance there. So let's look for maybe a big push up above 1120 at some point today. I think we could see a good one. Oh, poor AMD hit that 63 resistance and is falling back down now. This stock's been so choppy the past couple of weeks. It's been like one of the choppiest stocks on the market. This is like a crazy heartbeat monitor here. Wow. Just insane. Keisha says she's still in her CVS earnings call, and it's still ripping. Nice, Keisha. Good old CVS. I knew you were in that one, but yeah, 0.69%. Daily chart, still looking okay. I hope it continues up, Keisha. I think it definitely can, though. It looks pretty hot here today. Xbox says, not a chance. I got too many good things to see in life before losing my eyesight. Oh, shit. It took me half a second to realize what you were talking about, Xbox. That was... Oh. Can't do me dirty like that. Keisha mentioned Tessie with a nice little pop. Is that right? Tessie popped, huh? Yeah, a little bit. I guess it did at market open. I'll give it that. Doing okay at open. Uber has a nice setup, she says, though. Let's see. Uber. Let's hope. Yeah, the past 5 days look all right. I like how they filled that gap back down. Now they're starting to pop back up a little bit more. I think that's kind of cool. Tilray was up a little bit last night, which was awesome, but of course now they're pulling back too. Oh, these pullbacks. Yeah, DraftKings is a pretty bad one, though, honestly. I can't believe I did that on earnings. Let's look at Uber on that daily chart, though, Keisha. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, I like the setup better on the daily chart, actually. You can kind of see how recently there's been bigger gap fills on that daily and better consolidation. Yeah, not bad. Looks kind of like right here, like we're having like a nice stair-step move. I like to call these little stair-step patterns because these stocks, they like to... I've noticed they like to stair-step their ways up. You know, like they'll go like this, like this, like this, maybe like that, like that. And, you know, it doesn't really look like that. It looks more like... You know, more like stuff like that. And I feel like that's kind of like what Uber's setting up like right now. And I really love this type of candlestick pattern, especially when you're moving up, because the way that Uber filled that little gap right here on the chart, like this gap that's blue was filled on our way back down here almost perfectly, and now we're recovering right back up. That's just, it's one of the more bullish setups, I think, in the market, in my opinion. I've seen this setup play out tons of times, and it's one of my favorite ones to watch. Now, does it always work? No, but with the way that filled the gap and the way it's bouncing, it's looking pretty hot. Now, I will say if it starts falling below right here, I would say somewhere around like 27.60. If we start falling below that, then you might want to cut. But for now, Uber does look pretty good, Keisha. I really like that one, actually. You're right. Really nice setup, especially on that daily. Looks really good. We did have some unemployment data come out this morning, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I'll refresh the page here. We had the unemployment rate come out at 3.7%, which some people might say, oh, that's terrible, it's on the rise, but we actually need it to rise because as the jobs market gets worse, Powell and them might slow down the rate of the or the pace of their rate hikes, obviously, as unemployment and the economy gets worse. So it's kind of good to see unemployment rate trending in the right direction. So honestly, I'm a little bit happy with this. Non-farm payrolls came in higher than the expectation as well. So I thought that was interesting as well. Lower than the previous number though, so interesting, but not as low as people were expecting. Looks like the market honestly liked that news today and ended up kind of popping up off of it, so that's good to see at least. I know the SPY was up quite a bit this morning in pre-market, and I would bet that that unemployment rate coming in a little bit higher is going to be great for the market. So I know the unemployment rate came in higher. We still need a lot more things to happen, though, over the next couple weeks. And next week, guys, on Thursday, we're going to see the CPI report, which is going to be extremely important. We need to see that this inflation rate is actually starting to fall down. So it looks like the previous report came in at 8.2%. The consensus is 8%, and the forecast is 8.1%. So it looks like they are expecting this to dip down a little bit. Now, what would be really good for the market is if these rates, well, not these rates, I should say, if the inflation rate ended up falling down, but even got into like the sevens, like if it got to like 7.9% or 7.8%, that would be really good if we could beat the forecast and the consensus on that. And I really hope that that is the case here, because the SPY needs it. You know, I mean, obviously, we've been going down so much lately. The SPY needs something to help it kind of turn around here, because this has been brutal the past couple months. But crazy stuff, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, smash that like button. I'd appreciate that. We can end the week strong here on Friday. You know, we're about 15 minutes into the market, and the SPY's up, the SPY's down, of course. It's all over the place as usual. Honestly, seems like a harder day to trade, in my opinion. You know, not too many stocks are necessarily exploding. Even the China stocks are pulling back here. CRSR is up a lot, though, with their earnings, which is good. Good old Corsair. Let's see that daily chart for Corsair. All right. Poor Corsair. The stock has been obliterated this year, just like everything else, though. So I'm not going to blame them too bad, because literally everything else is. But Square. Good old Square. RGR, Ruger. Ruger's been kind of falling off. Let's look at that on the daily. Yeah, brutal sell-off lately with earnings. I'm still liking this setup with Neo, though. It's still looking pretty hot. Neo's actually trying to push back to the upside. Watch this one, guys. Looking pretty good. It's probably the best stock I'm seeing run up today. Besides, like, Corsair, but... Good old Corsair. Plug Power. Let's see, Oxy. Wow, Oxy gapped up this morning. That's cool to see with the oil stocks there. Big support at 70 bucks, and it's kind of holding that and gapping up towards that high around 75.63. Well, at least the yearly high. Not the all-time high, of course. Oxy has been crazy. Interesting setup on Oxy here. Hit right off that upper resistance we had posted. That's pretty cool, though. It's always nice when you can go into a 5-minute chart and see that the stock bounced pretty much right where you have a line. That's usually pretty good confirmation for you. Sorry, guys. Had the Discord on the wrong monitor today. Keisha says all the metal stocks pop. GLD, LAC, SCCO. Yeah, they really... What about X? Even US Steel popped, which is cool. GFI. Okay. That's not bad. FNV. Nice, yeah. Franco, Nevada. Franco, Nevada. That's what it is. Franco. Hope you guys like that accent. Peter says oil's back up over $90 a barrel. Oh, brutal, Peter. What an uptrend this morning on crude oil, actually. Last night, heading into today, crude oil is exploding. And I will say, justifiably so, guys. I mean, can you get a better support bounce off crude oil? It was bouncing right off 76, which was a huge, huge level from the past. Plus, we have these Middle Eastern countries, as in OPEC. They're starting to cut production, I think, a little bit, and they're trying to raise the price of oil back up. So, getting brutal here. Getting brutal. Oil fell just in time for midterms, though, didn't it? When are these midterms, guys? Like, what's the day we actually get to vote? I actually don't even know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna vote for sure, but I'm just wondering, like, when is the actual day? Because, November 11th or something? 14th? Yeah, just let me know, because I'd be interested. I gotta mark it on my calendar. Tech is selling right now. Be careful, Peter says. Yeah, QQQ's down. Spy's pulling back. Let's see. Apple's breaking. Ooh, Apple's making a new low of the week. Not good. Microsoft is trying to make a new low. Tessie is falling down, but holding okay. Peter said you vote on November 8th. Okay. November 8th. Be ready for that, guys. That's going to be like Tuesday or something. Yeah, Tuesday. So, yeah, be ready. Big day here with these midterms. I'm going to post a poll for you guys here. Hope you guys like it. While I'm making that poll, don't forget to smash that like button if you're liking the stream. I feel like the market has just been very up and down today, a little bit whack, but nonetheless, like the stream anyways. Like the stream so we can have some positivity, because DraftKings is going down and it's going to make me cry. It's going to make me fucking cry here. Oh, we're getting down to that yearly low now again. That's brutal. Brutal. Wow. That's all I gotta say is wow, wow, wow. Terrible. Yeah, it is some pretty negative movement there, guys. Can't lie. Trying to figure out what to put into this poll here. I'm trying to figure out something to put in. Do I want to get political with the poll? Or do I not? That's the question. This could actually be a pretty fun poll, and keep in mind, guys, these poll votes are anonymous. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Hmm. All right. All right, guys. Keep in mind that this is These votes are anonymous, so keep in mind you guys don't even have to vote in this if you don't want to. It is getting a little bit political here. I'm just a little bit curious on how you guys vote. So you guys don't have to, feel pressured to vote on this or to participate in this poll or anything like that if you guys do not feel comfortable with it. But here you go. I'm gonna send the poll out. Pretty much, it's just asking you how you're gonna vote in the midterms. I'd be a little bit curious to see which way our viewers lean, and I don't really mind. I have a feeling I already know which way it's gonna go, but yeah, like I said, just don't feel pressure. If you don't want to vote, don't vote in it. I'm just a little bit curious. I think it would be interesting to kind of see, like what we come up with here. So I appreciate you guys participating in it. If you do want to, though, I think it'll be kind of cool for everybody to, kind of see what maybe what people are thinking right now. Now, keep in mind it is a small sample size here, but Peter says TLT's selling now. Gengar's got me laughing. Gengar's got me laughing. Oh, I like Bill W. He says voting for Tom on the write-in. Oh, Bill, I love that. I love that. Hey, I'm telling you guys what. There needs to be a candidate one year that comes out and somehow becomes big enough that he's able to do a write-in vote. And I feel like eventually, guys, with the way that politics are going between Republicans and Democrats, I feel like that eventually there's going to be some type of third party or some type of morphing of maybe the Republican Party or the Democrat Party or something like that. I feel like eventually something else will happen and somebody will come in and, swing an election a little bit. Because it's going to be, at some point, you would think we'd see somebody or something try here. And I don't know. I feel like it could happen sometime soon. Crazy though, guys. I mean, this political climate's been nuts over the past however long. I feel like people, they always say that the political climate's getting crazy now. Like, they always say, like, back in the day, politics weren't as nuts as they are nowadays. Is that really true, guys, or was it as nuts? Because, like, I go back to, like, Vietnam, and I see all that politics and all the protesting and, all that type of stuff, and it's like, I think all the same bullshit's just been going on. It just seems worse, obviously, when it's happening at the time, but Peter says AOC for Sorcerer Supreme. I like it. Sorcerer Supreme. That sounds like something I'd order at Taco Bell, Peter. Yeah, I know, Bravo, DraftKings. It's so sad, isn't it? Man, it has me a little bit perplexed this morning, we'll say that. I am perplexed because of what happened in DraftKings. Straight up perplexed. $12.50. Let's see that SPY there, right around 372. Just consolidating. Let's see, QQQ. What about Boeing? Oh, he says it's a Doctor Strange reference. Oh, I feel you. I was never into that one, Peter. Bill W says, I'm 66 years old. It's never been this crazy. Was it this crazy in, like, Vietnam, Bill? Like, back around those times? I feel like it must have been pretty crazy then, too. I know there's been, like, lots of protests and stuff like that. Xbox says if a politician claims to have all the answers for the world's problems, stay away from them no matter how bad it gets. I agree, Xbox, and I see a lot lately where I feel like people Xbox vote because they feel like that a lot of these politicians are like truly like making a huge difference and helping a lot of people, whereas I feel like in the background they make a lot of policy that ends up going against what a lot of the people think that they're actually going for. So it's just, I don't know, I feel like that. Yeah, I'm with you, Xbox. I exactly agree. Pretty much what I'm trying to say there. Sean says, I don't think we want three parties. It'll just make it easier for the psycho party to get in at 33%. Yeah, I feel you, Cornish. But at the same time, like, here's my thoughts, Cornish. Okay, now hear me out. Now imagine like Trump, for example. Now I'm just giving a hypothetical because it might not be Trump. Imagine it's like let's just say it's somebody else. But like let's just for hypothetical reasons, let's just say Trump tries to run Sean, and let's say that all of the big Republican donors and the Republican institution doesn't want that to happen. But obviously Trump is the big candidate, Sean. I would think at some point it would be a good thing to go ahead and just make that new party. And even if it does screw up the climate for an election or two, I still think, Sean, that might be a good thing to do. Because I think it would be great to shake up these two parties and come up with something else. And I feel like the Republican Party is the party where this might happen. Because you have all these old Republicans out there who are very anti-modern Republican. Like they're very anti-Trump. They support Lindsey Graham and they supported like John McCain, and people like that. And I feel like a lot of those people dislike Trump, and I've seen it all over the place. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but I feel like the Republican Party is very split on, like which candidate they want. And I feel like a lot of that has to come down to the type of Republicans there are. And I know that there's the modern Republican and then there's the old Republican. So like what's a modern Republican, you might ask? A modern Republican, in my opinion, is a Republican who would like to legalize marijuana, a Republican who isn't as stringent about laws regarding religion, who isn't quite as anti-gay, who isn't like a modern Republican, for example, might not be quite as against abortion, for example. I'm just throwing out some hypotheticals here, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying. Whereas they're kind of the modern Republicans, I feel like, are getting more of like a moderate ground, compared to what it used to be, where it was very, 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 very strict, very, very, very conservative. And I feel like that's a good thing. But at the same time, for society as a whole, some stuff just doesn't quite make sense on both sides of the political spectrum. And I feel like that's kind of like what I'm trying to get at here is both sides have crazy extremes. Now, I lean more right, so I know a little bit more about the crazy extremes of the right side. But obviously, the left has extremes as well, as we know, like AOC and all these people like that and everything there. But I just don't like the way the system's set up as far as, you have to go through the Republicans to get in or you have to be a Democrat to get in. I feel like that there just needs to be some type of shakeup. And I feel like that's definitely, well, possibly in the cards here eventually. And I think it would be pretty cool, to eventually see like some very good candidate come in and run as a third party and maybe win. Now, I'm not saying Elon can do this because he wasn't born here, but like let's just give a hypothetical here. Like let's say Elon Musk decides to run for president, right? I think he could easily, maybe, well, not easily, of course, but I think he has a pretty high chance of getting higher than like 33.3% of the vote. So that's the That's the thing. You know, we need somebody like that, like an outlier like Elon or somebody else. You know, like the political climate's always changing. People are always coming in randomly. You know, like Obama, like he just came in out of nowhere. Like whenever he was running for president, no one ever expected him to win. He came in and just you know, did very, very well from the beginning. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant though there about the politics. It looks like though for right now we're obviously going to have a two-party system for quite a long time. I'm just waiting though for the day that something crazy happens. You know, like it could even be something stupid, you know, like now if it is something dumb, Sean, then I would be a little bit mad, you know, like if somebody tried to run as a third party and like let's say it was like you know, like I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody. Like let's just say like Jeff Bezos, you know, like or maybe like Bezos or like Bill Gates, you know, or someone like that. Like we need somebody who's like actually like a little bit different, you know, like somebody who could actually like make a difference on things, you know. All right, so looking at LVS, looking for a big jump up above 40 here. We got that big jump today. Looks like it's holding its ground quite well, which is nice. MGM is moving up a little bit. Square is holding up after earnings yesterday. They had that crazy move, and they are now holding their ground strong, so glad to see that. I'm going to move my Discord off of that monitor there. This is nutso. Come on, DraftKings. Come on. No. Man, that makes me sad every time I go to their chart. I did buy some Tilray yesterday, but now that's coming back down. I'm averaging at like 367, 3.67. Darn, this is not what you want to see. Palantir's falling off too. I still like that move with LVS today. I feel like people are sleeping on that one. Neo's still running up too. There we go. Come on, Neo. Good old China stocks moving here today. Don't forget to vote in that poll, though, guys. I'll be interested to see those results here in a few minutes. We'll probably look at the results in about 10 minutes or so. So cast those votes if you would like to. If not, you know, just sit it out. But it'd be kind of cool. I don't care which way you vote. Seriously, it doesn't matter to me. I respect you either way. So Jack B says, why is Hershey dropping even after they had a good earnings today? Let's go see. What is Hershey's stock? HSY. You know, I didn't really read this report, Jack, but I will say Hershey's is a slow-moving stock. And a lot of times, even if stocks beat, sometimes the guidance can be bad. I know DraftKings actually had pretty good numbers today, and they're tanking. So sometimes it just goes that way, Jack. That's why earnings are kind of crazy. But looking at Hershey's tier today, I would say it fell because it's just way overextended to the upside. We were already at yearly highs, and it probably would have taken a really good report to continue up right there. I bet it just kind of had a slowdown on the report here. But yeah, great chart, honestly, though, on Hershey's over the past year or so. It's been really popping up as everything's been falling down. Jack B says, I expected to move up, especially after Halloween. True, Jack, but keep in mind, it's probably, I'm not sure that the Halloween numbers even counted in that quarter. So keep that in mind, Jack. Maybe next quarter those numbers will count, but I'm not even sure if those numbers counted yet. I know what you're saying, though. But, Jack, at the same time, it's also kind of like saying, we're expecting Amazon to run up into Christmas, and now Amazon's tanking down into Christmas. So the market doesn't always react in that type of way, Jack. It's just a little, the market's fucking whack. That's what we'll say. The market is whack. It has a mind of its own. And it doesn't like to make it too easy for you. That's really what it comes down to, I think. Man, Palantir is about to break a big support, guys. Watch this support on Palantir right around 788. That is a huge level. It looks like we're going to tank down below that and potentially keep falling down here, maybe to new lows of the week. Yeah, it looks scary. Bravo says, is DraftKings a sell here? Short it towards 10. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, Bravo, it's tough. It is tough. With the way it looks right now, in my opinion, it probably looks like DraftKings is going to at least get back down to 10, Bravo. I mean, that's just what it looks like here on the chart. Maybe it'll hold up around 11, but I could see it still going a little bit lower than where we're at. Maybe $11 would be the low. That would be really cool if 11 would end up playing out as it, but yeah, Bravo, it's looking very, very brutal here. 100%. He says his DraftKings is shorted towards 10. I don't know about shorting it, but yeah. It's too hard for me to short it because I love them. But yeah, below this big support here, I wouldn't blame you if you shorted them. Maybe get into some puts here for the next week or so. Might not be a bad way to go. Definitely crazy, though. Not what I want to see out of good old DraftKings, that's for sure. Man, that just sucks to see, guys. Just sucks to see. Stuff happens, though, This stuff happens. The thing is with stocks and the market right now is you just have to be able to weather the storm. That's the big thing right now. Stocks are really testing people's patience. Karan says Caterpillar. Sorry, Karan. Jeez. Ever since earnings, Cat has been flying. Honestly, this one would have been amazing to get as a post-earnings move if you would have been looking for something like that, Karan. Wow. Or Kieran. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Kieran or Karan? But, yeah, Caterpillar's really running. Up 4%. What a nice move for them. I knew they were really dipping down after COVID there for a while, and yeah, it made a really nice buying opportunity. Yeah, Big Cat's one of my favorites. I know Cornish even loves Cat. I've heard him talk about it. And he even said one guy gave $80 million to Newt Gingrich to keep him in the race 6 years ago. And it kept him in like 6 more weeks. One guy with money shouldn't be able to do that. I agree with you, Sean. Hey, Sean, you know what? If we win that Powerball, I mean, hell, I'm running. I'm running. Kieran. Kieran. Okay, Kieran. It's hard for me to say that one. Kieran. I feel you there. Thanks for correcting me. I always feel like, sometimes I see the names and I'm like, hey, am I pronouncing this right? I felt bad because there was somebody in here named Catherine, and I kept calling them Catherine, and I think I made him mad. Catherine, if you're in here, let me know if I did it right or wrong. Wow, we have 15 votes in today's poll. It looks like you guys really like that poll, huh? Wow, you guys like the juicy polls, I see. Okay. 15 votes, though. We have 24 viewers right now. If you guys would like to vote in the poll, please don't forget to check that out. I think you guys would find it pretty interesting. It's just pretty much asking you how you guys vote. I feel like it's an interesting thing to see. But yeah, what an awesome run there on Caterpillar. Very nice move. Bravo says, can you look at EL, Estee Lauder? Nice. I knew that stock right away. Wow. 9.99%. $213 on its move today. Okay. Another nice post-earnings continuation move to the upside. Wow. Go Estee Lauder. I mean, hey. It's going up because all them women are buying makeup, I guess. I don't know. My girlfriend's been buying makeup to do some, she dressed up like a witch for Halloween. Maybe that's helping Estee Lauder. No, I'm just joking. Seriously, that is a joke, though. You guys might not have even caught that as a joke, but it was. Whoa, Starbucks is right, Keisha. It kept going. Pumpkin spice up 10.44%. Look at that daily chart of Starbucks here. Wow, it consolidated. We're getting a nice recovery. I mean, don't sleep on this one, guys. I could see this one possibly having a multi-day run. Very nice setup here on the daily chart. Looks like a very good inverse head and shoulders pattern. Very nice pattern there. Held up pretty well. It didn't look perfect, but I mean, it got really close to being a perfect, almost a textbook inverse head and shoulders. Bravo says, is SPY moving towards the 10 or 50-day average, then hits resistance, question mark? You know, Bravo, I don't even use the averages anymore. Unfortunately. The 10 or 50-day average. When I did use moving averages, I will say I didn't really use the 10 or the 50 too much. I leaned more towards the 100 and the 200 and then the 1,000. I really like those ones, but it very well could be. Very well could be. I don't want to go through all my chart settings right now to, go throw that on there, but let's see it moving up, though. It also depends, Bravo, which time frame you mean. Do you mean on like a daily chart or on an intraday? I will say intraday today, it looks pretty good, Bravo. Like, we might pop up a little bit. I would say we could possibly get up to maybe that 380 resistance up there, maybe 379. I could see us touching maybe that big level up there before we, fall back down. Yeah, Starbucks is wild, Peter, isn't it? That thing is really crazy today, actually. SPY's even starting to look pretty good, though. Microsoft, Apple. Microsoft's coming back a little bit better than Apple is so far. I'm just glad to see some green. I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Pretty nice, actually. Let's see. What about Boeing? Boeing's still looking good today, guys. Looking pretty solid. Moving up in a pretty decent way. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to grab a quick drink really quick. Let me know what stocks you guys are still looking at here. End of stream. I'll check them out. Square's still moving. Peter says, all right, back to bed for me. SPY 384, end of day. Hey, let's see it, Peter. Let's see it. I mean, that would be fucking badass if it was. If that got up to 384, oh. I don't know what I'd do, Peter. DraftKings better come up too, though. God damn it. Don't sleep on SBH. Keisha says, Sally Beauty. I'm here to tell you, women spend lots of money on hair products. Oh, that's cool, Keisha. Sally's Beauty. I've seen this stuff a lot. I think they even do I think they even have hair cutting salons by me or something. Or at least at the haircut place by me, they have a bunch of their products either way. I know I've used their products before, like their hairsprays and stuff. Like maybe some gel before. I'm here to tell you though, women spend lots on hair products. That's funny. Estee Lauder. Gotta love it. You know what else I'm seeing pop up this morning too is still NIO. That stock is also climbing up. I feel like we're getting a lot of really good recoveries out of the stock market today, which is great. You know, I'm glad to see that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, DraftKings. This earnings report's starting to scare me, guys. I still like it for the long term, but it is scary. I can't lie about that. How's Spy? Good old SPY. Go check out Intel real quick. Intel, AMD's kind of up there too. What about Nvidia? Nvidia's up there. Very nice on that front. Baba's not moving near as well as Neo is today, though. Neo is looking like almost like the hot stock to play right now. It's up 12%. It's still going. There we go. Take that. We'll take it. We'll take it. There we go, Neo. Come on, let's keep going. Break above 1120 right here. Come on, let's see the move. I'm just going to watch and wait on this because it is seriously starting to look good. Got to stick where that momentum is, right? Bravo says, if you look at SPY this year, every time the 10 and 50-day moving averages get closer / cross, the SPY sells big time and then finds bottom, then bounces to another cross point of the 10 and 50-day. Yeah, I feel you there, Bravo. Sometimes you can find good patterns with those moving averages. You know, I'll be honest. That's why I used to run them. Bravo, I used to run like 10 of them on my charts. I got out of it because I just found it wasn't truly really helping me too much here. Keisha says Baba. Oh, is it coming back, Keisha? Here we go. Might break that little intraday resistance around 69.63. There we go. Come on, Baba. Let's get up there. Sean says it's hard to day trade with the comebacks and the option premiums are jacked. Yeah, they really are, Cornish. That's what I've been finding. A little hard to trade this week. Especially with earnings going on and everything like that, it just makes it worse. Alrighty, are we going to come back? Are we going to move back up into Powell here? Okay. Alright, let's go see the CME watch tool real quick. Let's see what the percentages are looking like. 52% now towards a 50 basis point hike, so interesting. Bravo says, based on his calculations, SPY hits resistance at 380.76. And then he laughs at himself saying, calculation. I like it. 380.76. Get out of here, Bravo. You're just copying my resistance I've had here at 380.74. You're copying me, Bravo. You can't do that. I've had that line on here forever. Yeah, I can see a move back up towards 380 as well, Bravo. That would be really nice if we could get up there. I do see some resistance at 378, though, as well. So be a little bit wary of 378. That might end up coming into play a little bit as well. So make sure you look at that one, too. But yeah, we have 17 votes, and I appreciate you guys voting. It looks like the Republicans did win the vote today, which I kind of expected. You know, I will say I've seen a lot more of right-leaning comments in the chat. But hey, I respect everybody's vote. Seriously, whether you voted Republican or Democrat, or even if you said it didn't matter, I respect that. And I appreciate you guys joining the streams every day. It's a fun time. So thanks for voting in that. I think it's kind of cool to see how the chat is leaning here. But yeah, thanks for joining up and thanks for doing that. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for sticking around all week long, of course. We had a big week with Powell speaking and everything like that going on. SPY's starting to recover back up a little bit. Unfortunately, fucking DraftKings had to screw us here and, you know, give us the shaft. So, yeah, that one is what it is. But I appreciate you guys joining up. Thank you, Bill, W, Sean, Ed, Xbox, Keisha, Peter, of course. Thank you for being here. Bravo Mo, Jack B, Kieran. Yeah, thank you guys. Seriously, lots of comments today. I like all the call-outs with stocks and stuff. We had lots of stocks being called out. I appreciate you guys liking the stream as well. That really helps out. But yeah, crazy day overall. Hopefully we continue to see good movement here up into the end of the day. It would be nice if SPY could keep recovering up for us. Let's hope for it. Let's go check out Meta real quick. I would like to see Meta also recover up. That would be cool if it could move up with the market, but obviously that one's been brutal. Bravo, have you still been selling Meta to the downside? I know you were kind of eyeing it up down. Yeah, you were eyeing it down a little bit. Keisha says, let's go CVS. Have a great weekend, Tom. Yeah, and you guys too. Have a fantastic weekend. And CVS really breaking out, Keisha. Holy jeez. Jeez, I don't even want to leave now. I just want to watch this. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. I hope you guys end up profitable today. Hopefully you guys make some good trades. But have a fantastic weekend. Bravo says he's holding Meta now. Tried shorting Meta, but it didn't work. Damn, Bravo. That's too bad. But yeah, have a great weekend, guys. I'll talk to you later. And of course, as always, I will be in the Discord chat Make sure you check out the Discord, guys. The hybrid bot has been on fire. I'm going to do a little bit of promotion here really quick, but check this out, guys. I mean, the hybrid bot, 13 out of the past 14 plays have exploded. And when you look here, I mean, these are amazing plays. On average, each play popped up 41%. Now, you did have some smaller pops mixed in there, like shop calls only popped up 9%. DraftKings was only up 4%. That one, you know, like the DraftKings play might have been dust. So it's not like they're all, you know, 100% runners or anything like that. But just check out these plays. I mean, this is a very consistent past 2 weeks out of the hybrid bot. The Baba calls kick things off, running up 22%. Then square calls on October 18th. Boeing calls on October 19th, and so on. As you guys can see here, seriously, amazing statistics lately. The past 2 plays, GLD popped 93%. Baba popped up for 112%. So those plays have been nuts. We also had another 129% runner on Baba calls on October 26th. So crazy stuff, guys. Seriously, check this out. I'll throw a link in the comments here on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. If you sign up, you'll get access to this bot plus a ton of other tools that we offer. But yeah, I mean, you know, we usually don't go too crazy with trying to spam people on, you know, getting our premium services or anything. But I mean, hey, you gotta seriously just check this out, because you gotta give credit where credit's due. And man, that hybrid bot has been awesome over the past 14 plays, an average of 41% on those pops. So thanks for joining up today, guys. Check out that link. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will talk to you guys on Monday.